Hello and welcome to Smite Shorts, where I take a god and dumb them down to a kindergarten level for you to understand. This episode we have the one, the only destructional cyclone of creation, Shiva. Let's get down and boogie woogie. Shiva's passive is Samsara. Shiva has two stances, Bliss and Destruction. When Shiva deals damage to an enemy god enough times, he switches his stance, which reduces the cooldowns of his first, second, and third ability by 2 seconds. Abilities casted while in Bliss have a blue tint to them, while abilities in red are in Destruction stance. Being in either Bliss or Destruction stance does matter for the secondary effects of your abilities, which we will be going over shortly. Shiva's first ability is Emblazoned Sweep. Shiva spins a flame onto the ground and pulls enemies into the center of it. If Shiva is in Bliss stance, allies will gain a movement speed buff while walking through the flame. If Shiva is in Destruction stance, enemies that pass through have decreased protections. What it boils down to is blue flame good and red flame bad. The second ability for Shiva is Damarus Tempo. This ability is a cone, but a cone with a target. There are 3 sections to apply the secondary effect, which will knock up the enemy god if hit. If Shiva is in Destruction stance, enemies lose attack speed. If Shiva is in Bliss stance, allies will gain attack speed. Really as simple as that. You giveth and you taketh. Shiva's third ability is Pillar of Dawn. Shiva dashes into a giant flame pillar, which I guess is probably called the Pillar of Dawn. While inside, he takes reduced damage and is immune to crowd control effects. Now, there is an aura around the pillar, and as you guessed it, the aura does 2 different things. Thing number 1, if in Destruction stance, all enemies in the aura will take damage. That's it, simple as that. Thing number 2, when you are in Bliss stance, inside of the aura, allies get a block stack, which means they can take 1 attack from an enemy god and not be dealt any damage. It's like if Oprah handed out shields to her audience. And now we have Shiva's final ability called Shiva Tendava. This is literally a pants-off dance-off. I mean, Shiva quite literally dances on the map to kill you with dance moves. I'm not joking. Activate Shiva's ultimate and BAM! You are just like John Travolta, moving and grooving without a care in the world. While activated, Shiva is CC immune and takes less damage. Every second and a half, Shiva can change the dance step, which you control yourself. The first step is heal and mana restore to your team. The second step is damage and a healing buff to your team. And the third step is damage and protection reduction to the enemy team. Well, that's it. That's Shiva. Dude has everything. Look at him. Just vibing and living his best life while boogieing through the battlefield. I envy him.